Alright, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the Pillsbury 68 channel. Today, we are going to be ranking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood characters. I just finished watching this, today. I'll say today. I went to sleep, but I finished watching it at 2 a.m. today. So, I went to sleep after, but yeah, we can say today. We can say today. This is the fastest I've ever finished an anime, and oh my lord, this might be my favorite anime. This might have beaten Attack on Titan as my favorite anime. I love this show much. Well, my favorite show then, since Attack on Titan is my favorite show, this might have beaten Attack on Titan as my favorite show, which is incredible. But we're gonna be ranking all of these characters. This is literally the first one I clicked on, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a perfect amount of characters. So yeah, let's go through the things real quick. Don't know/remember. Flock tier, of course, because Flock's terrible character from Attack on Titan. Terrible, bad, wildly irrelevant, good, great, amazing, phenomenal, and of course Jeff Bridges level amazingness. So far, we've only had one person from each ranking go in this. We've already filmed the My Hero one because me and Matt filmed the My Hero one together. This is actually the second time we filmed the My Hero one because the first time our audio and visual screwed up. And so there you'll see that one whenever I decide to edit it. But this one's probably going up before it. And then Inosuke for the I put Inosuke in there for Demon Slayer, which if you haven't seen that video and my Attack on Titan ranking video, go watch those. I won't put a link in the description, but I'll probably put them up in the right hand corner. All right, so now we got all of these out of the way. We are going to go through this. Two warnings before. First of all, spoilers. If you haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist, the full show, you should probably watch it because I'm going to be spoiling things and I'm going to say things of why I like them and why I don't like them. Therefore, cool. Yeah, it's just gonna be pretty good. Matt's texting me. Matt's texting me. I said I'm gonna try to get a quick Full Metal and Jujutsu Kaisen ranking video out before. No, I'm not getting them out tonight, Matt. Say hi to the I'm gonna tell him say hi to the viewers. To the viewers. All right, we'll see if he says hi to you guys. But yeah, spoilers, and also there might be some foul language used in here too, because I'm gonna try and I'm not limiting myself. Matt says hey fellas. Matt says hey fellas. So, yeah, let's, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, yeah, just warning for swearing, and, spoilers. Alright, Gluttony. Hey, now I'm not gonna say I like Gluttony. Actually, I am gonna say I like Gluttony. I like Gluttony. He's the funniest one out of all of the, he's the funniest out of all of the, homunculus. I don't know if he goes in good or great. I'd put him in great for now. We can always move him later. I like him. I think he's pretty funny. I think that whole part where he was like casually conversing with Al after he ate Ed, Ling, and Envy was pretty funny. Just casually conversing with the enemy. Pretty normal. And then Sloth, I think, is even better than Gluttony. I like Sloth more. I wouldn't put him in Amazing because he's not really in it that much. But Sloth is definitely pretty cool. Obviously, neither of these are my favorite homunculus, but, you'll see that later. Alright, next is, Armstrong. Okay, so we're starting off on a really good note. I'm already putting Armstrong in phenomenal. For a decent amount of time, he was my favorite character until a certain somebody took over. But I really, really like. I guess we'll call him Alex because there's two Armstrongs. I really like Alex. I think he's really, really cool. I just called this one Armstrong, and I guess I call them both Armstrongs. Oh, yeah, Matt's kind of sick, guys. Tell Matt to feel better. All right. Have a good night. I bet you guys all are saying have a good night because I'm filming this at 10:15. So I'll probably have to. We're gonna try and speed this up a little bit. Try to make this around 20 minutes or so. nothing. Don't want to make it over 30. But yeah, Armstrong's a really cool character. I really like him. Actually, a funny story about Armstrong. Let me just say this really quick. So I was talking to my friend Jacob. He's from Texas. He's pretty cool. And his friend warned him before he watched the show. Let me just tell you, Armstrong doesn't die. And so Jacob was like, "Oh no, does that mean a lot of people die and this Armstrong guy just doesn't die?" And so he was falsely he was led on. He was falsely led on. So that's just a funny story. I guess Jacob and Matt, I'll put their links in the description to their channel. Quite the fellas. They're quite the fellas. We do a lot of videos together. Al's definitely a really good character. He easily goes in phenomenal. I wouldn't put him above Armstrong. I think I like Armstrong better. But Al is quite the character. I like Ed more, personally. But I like Al. I think he's pretty cool. With when he fought Kimley and Salim with that Philosopher's Stone, with the Philosopher's Stone, I thought that was so cool. That was so cool. I like Al, but I think there's quite a few characters that are better. Oh boy, Barry the Chopper. All right, first character in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. There will be multiple. There will be multiple today because there's just so many good characters. Barry is freaking hilarious. So funny. I love this guy. This guy is awesome. This guy is awesome. A while ago, Barry was second in my character ranking, and Armstrong was third. Not anymore. Not anymore. And Barry has now, I think, been pushed down to fourth or fifth. But he's really good. I really like Barry. He's awesome. He's hilarious. I thought he was gonna be like a pointless character. He appeared in one episode, one scene, and then he never appeared again. And then he appeared again. And I also like how he made an appearance in the final few episodes because his dead carcass was there. Both of his dead carcasses, his soul in this armor, as well as his actual body. So that's pretty cool. This guy's bad. This guy is stupid. He's such a bum. As Matt would say, he's such a bum. So this guy's the priest. And yeah, there's not really much to say about him. Just kind of a buffoon who's trying to use stuff for power. Alright, this guy is pretty cool. I like the Chimera. They're all pretty good. I'd put this one in great. I think this guy is great. He's the gorilla one, and he's with, I think he's one of the ones with Ed. I think the two traveling with Ed and Greed, for the wild, those two are the better ones. I like them more than the other two, who are with, Ed and Winry and, Scar and Dr. Marco. I think the two traveling with Ed were better, and they had more personality than the other ones. This guy, he's wildly irrelevant. he does half to nothing. Excuse me. I think he has like 3 lines in the entire show, maybe a little more. Yeah, he's pretty pointless. He's wildly irrelevant. First character and wildly irrelevant. This guy, okay, I like him. I think he's good. He became, I believe he became the friar after Bradley died. And so he became the new friar, and then for Mustang to take over probably after he's dead. I think he's also a pretty funny guy too. All right, so this one, is this one of the other Chimeras? Is this one of the other Chimeras? I think it is. I don't want to scan. Yeah, this is the other Chimera. So this is the lion. So this is the other one. I like the gorilla. I think this is my favorite one. I like this guy too, though. He's the lion, and he fights Pride, which is pretty incredible. I'd say that's a pretty cool one. He fights Pride for a little while. What a guy. Hohenheim. Matt really likes Hohenheim. Matt really, really likes Hohenheim. I'd put him in phenomenal. Would I put him above Al? Yeah, I'll put him above Al. I think he's cool. I don't really know why he left them. I feel like that was just kind of an unanswered question. But I like Hohenheim. I think he's cool. I also don't understand his death. Please explain that to me in the comments section below if you know. I didn't really understand his death. But whatever. He's pretty hype. I like him. I think he's cool. I don't think he's a top 3 character like Matt does, but he's cool. Also, if you haven't seen the bloopers for Full Metal, search him up. His voice actor is the funniest one. his voice act, it's him, Scar, and Al, who are all the funniest voice actors, and then like Ed and Mustang are close fourth and fifth. Oh man, this guy. All right, well we have gotten to the peak. This is my favorite character. Hughes is my favorite character in the show. I think it's absolutely freaking hilarious. He died in episode 10, not even a sixth of the way through the show, and he remained my favorite character throughout the entire thing. That is incredible. This is a peak character right here. Peak character. He is my favorite. Well, that depends. I think he's tied for my favorite with two other characters, which we'll get to eventually. Oh my goodness, no thank you. Why is ChatGPT coming up? A ChatGPT ad. But Hughes is so good. He's hilarious. He's a guy. He's Roy's best friend. He's such an awesome dude. I love Hughes. He's awesome. Such a good character. All right. I don't know who this is. I'll be honest. I don't know who this guy's name is, but he was pretty irrelevant. I guess he was in the last battle, so I'll put him in good. But I mean, yeah. All right, fellas, we're back. It is the next day at 7:30. Cause well, I had to go get ready for bed last night. Obviously, school night and 10:30. So yeah, I believe this guy was the last one I put down here. Like I said, he's all right. He doesn't really do much. I would put him in wildly irrelevant, but he does, he does a little bit. He does a tiny bit. All right, this is Madam Christmas. This is also Roy's foster mother, I think it said. She does more than this guy, but she doesn't do more than this guy. I think she can go right in the middle of good. Right there. Oh, this son of a bitch. Yeah, I think he can go in terrible. I think he deserves to go in terrible. He's pretty bad. He's quite the evil guy. He also runs his mouth. Well, I mean, I run my mouth, but I mean, actually, I wouldn't put him in terrible. I'd put him above the priest. He wasn't tricking. I mean, technically, he was tricking his citizens, though. I'll put him in bad. He was pretty bad. All right, Roy. I think he's got to go in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. He's such a cool character. He's such an awesome character. I would put him below Armstrong, but Armstrong was like not in it for 2 seasons, and Roy was. So, and not 2 seasons, like 20 episodes. Or Armstrong was just like not like he was there at the beginning. He was very relevant at the beginning, and then he was very relevant at the end. But during the middle of the show, Armstrong was like just not there. During that whole Briggs part, he wasn't there, and but even before the Briggs part, he was like not there. Roy, such a cool character. I'm gonna find her right now. There she is, Risa, and she's not going in love with Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. I'd put her above Al. Oh man, would I put her above Hohenheim? I'm tempted to move her up because this is my favorite ship in all of anything that I've ever. Maybe this might be my favorite ship in all of anything. Okay, Ash and Serena stands a chance. Ash and Serena stands a chance against these two. Those are like my top 2. Roy and Risa, and Ash and I mean they're not on the tier list obviously, but Ash and Serena from Pokemon. But this is one of my favorite ships ever. I just watched a 22-minute essay video about this, so about them. So very good. Funny thing about this, I expected them to get a little scene at the end, like with their relationship and stuff. Instead, and I didn't expect Ed and Winry to get one, but instead it was the reverse. Ed and Winry got one, and these two didn't, which sucks, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah, this was their relationship on camera was really. Let's just talk about Risa honestly, because I just ranked her. She definitely goes in phenomenal. Not only is she a very good character with Roy, but I think she's also a solid character by herself. Pretty sure she was abused as a child though, because she had all of that fire alchemist stuff, fire alchemy on her back. So probably not the most you know soft and comforting thing to think of, but you know yeah. I think she's a pretty good character, and paired with Roy, it's amazing. This is Scar's brother. Now, I mean, I can't say he's wildly irrelevant. He was definitely good. I put him at top of good. Actually, I put him in great. I'd put him in great. He did crack the code. He did crack the code to the reverse transmutation circle. So that was pretty freaking cool. So he's a solid dude. I like him. This guy, I'd put him in. I wouldn't put him in flock tier. I'd put him in terrible. He did, just do a slight bad thing of sacrificing his wife, daughter, and dog, and meshing them together with something else. I mean, the dog and the daughter got meshed together, and then the wife and something else got meshed together. So, that's probably probably just a little like a bad thing to do. I would say. I would say it's a little bit bad. I'm being sarcastic here. This this guy is quite insane. This dude, I'd say, I'm sorry, I'd put him in wildly irrelevant, but I'd put him at the top of wildly irrelevant because he did kind of help Greed get his memories back. So, good for you, dude. Buccaneer. Man, his death. If his death did not make y'all sad, I don't know what would. He's went out fighting. He's just so cool. He's a pretty cool character. I wish he was like, he's a character they could have done so much with, and they didn't. I don't think he goes all the way up there. I put Sloth. I'd put him down. I'd put him below Sloth. I think Sloth is pretty funny. I mean, Gluttony's also pretty funny, but I'd put Buccaneer right there. All right. Yeah, I don't really like this guy, as you can probably tell. He is not a very good character. He did commit mass genocide once, or mass murder once, and he was going to commit mass murder, and he technically he did do it twice, but they saved him. Twice. Favorite character from My Hero. I'd say he's pretty terrible. I'd say he's a pretty terrible guy. Although I do like villains, I'd say he's just... I didn't really understand his morals, too. I didn't understand, not his morals, like why he was doing it. Like, he said he just wanted to learn, but I feel like that's so weird. I don't understand. I didn't understand his like, what he wanted to do. Maybe that was just me not paying attention, but but I didn't really understand what he wanted to do. If you know, put in the comments below, please. This guy, don't like him. I would say I don't like him. I'd say he goes below that. He specifically persecuted people, like, with his own hands. This guy just kind of, like, he doesn't have hands. He did it because of other people's greediness, and then, well, he did it again because of his own greediness, but his own greed, I should say. But the first time he did it was entirely because of other people's greed. So, yeah, this guy did it, he specifically did this to people. This guy's kind of, I think this guy's a little more effed up than this guy, than Father, I should say. I guess I'll call him that. The dog, wildly irrelevant. I'd put him behind this guy, honestly. All of them besides this one are going at the back, probably. I mean, yeah, even the girl, because she did do more, but I don't even know who this guy is. Wait, that's not Kimley. I was gonna say there's no way that's Kimley. Kimley's right here. This is the other doctor, the better one. I guess he was good. He did more than he did more than you. And he did more than these two. I guess he was solid. He did get that little scene at the end where he got to have a cup of coffee with his family. Envy. Matt said Matt thought that she was going to be my worst. Sorry about that. So Matt thought that Envy was going to be my least favorite character. Not only because she killed my man Hughes, but well, I mean, I guess it's a he. It's a he. I always, it's so difficult to tell the difference. She's such a tomboy right here, but like, I'm calling her she because I've always called her she, and I'm not changing my vocabulary just because I don't know what she identifies as, so I'm not gonna she, he, whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't care. I've always called her a she, and she is a she, and she can't tell me otherwise because she is not real. All right. Matt thought she'd be my worst favorite character, my least favorite character, I guess. She is kind of dumb, but the ending kind of got me. When she died, I was like, oh man, she's just jealous of humans. That's like kind of upsetting, and so that kind of got me, which is why I'm going to put her at the top of bad. She did kill Hughes, which is unforgivable. Actually, I'm gonna actually scratch that. She's going at the bottom. She can go, like, because she only did that. I mean, obviously she did that, but she also like tried to rub it in Roy's face after she killed Hughes, like when he asked her. Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. All right, this dude. I mean, he's pretty irrelevant, but I'd say he goes above this guy, and he's good. He did some stuff. So yeah. Their mom, good, I guess. She did not do anything in the entire show, but okay. Plot point number one, but okay. Also, I really like when Roy was like, what was it? It was my pawn, my bishop. Where is he? I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. There he is. My bishop, my rook. I think it was, I don't know if this was bishop and this was rook, I don't know. My knight, and of course, who else could it be than my queen? But I really like when he said that. I like how he compared him to chess. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, he's alright. Oh man, greed. Below Hughes, but Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. Look at this. We've only had one character so far, and we already have 4 in there. Let me tell you, there's at least going to be one more. Greed is just so cool. So remember when I said this guy was my favorite, Sloth was my favorite homunculus? Well, my second favorite, and then you'd find out later. This is my favorite homunculus. And I think that goes without saying. Greed is really awesome. He is so freaking cool. And it's just, especially at the end, where he was like, I was greedy and I just wanted friends to rely on. That got me. I was like, oh man. And then he died, and I was really sad. But at least he died in the last episode. Hughes died in episode 10. Jesus Christ. Not even a sixth of the way through the show. Barry died also not even a fifth, or, he was a fifth of the way through the show. Barry died in like what, episode 20 or something? Jeez. But yeah, Greed, really good character. I really liked Greed. I thought he was really awesome. Edward Elric, main character. He's pretty phenomenal, I would say. I wouldn't put him in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness, but I'd put him in phenomenal. I wouldn't put him over Armstrong though. Armstrong's the guy. Armstrong's a pretty cool guy. Ed's pretty awesome. I think he's my second favorite main character. As of right now, he has 6, but he's not going to. I know for an absolute fact he's not going to. I might even put more people above him, but excuse me, we'll see. Honestly, would I put him below Hohenheim? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put him below Hohenheim. Ed's my second favorite main character. Tundra is my favorite, then Ed, then probably Aaron, then Itadori, then Deku. I think that's all the shows. I think that's all like the mainline shows that I've watched that everybody would know. But yeah. Tundra Kamado, Edward Elric, Eren Yeager, and then what did I say? Yuji Itadori, and then Izuku Midoriya. Izumi Curtis. Pretty good character, I would say. I would say she's amazing. I'd put her in amazing. First character to go amazing, and now I think we have one character at every single slot. Yep, we do. Also, there's going to be more than one character in Flock tier. I guarantee you right now. I know. There will be. She's pretty cool. I thought it was really funny that she just called herself a housewife every single time they asked who she was when she performed Alchemy. I thought that was kind of funny. Um, I think she's a pretty cool character. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all I have to say about her. She's a pretty cool character. The wife, Bradley, Pure Bradley's wife, pretty wildly irrelevant, I would say. I'd put her at the top of wildly irrelevant. She's wildly irrelevant. Except, I mean, I guess they did kind of need her at the end. Screw it, I'll put her in good. I'll put her above the mom. I'll put her above her mom, or her mom, their mom, the Elric's mom. What is her name? Lanfan, I think. Yeah, she goes in good too. I'd put her at the top of good. She's all right. I think she also has the same voice actor as Mikasa, which is interesting. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, that kind of sounds like Mikasa, and then I was like, oh, that sounds like nothing. That sounds nothing like Mikasa, and then I was like, that sounds exactly like Mikasa. This has got to be the same voice actor. I was like back and forth. And right after that is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ling. I'd put Ling below Greed, honestly. I like Ling. I think he's pretty cool, but I'd put Greed above him. Yeah, that is everybody. So Ed's been pushed down to 7th. My entire top 5 is in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. That's ludicrous. My entire top 5 is in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness. There's so many good. This show is so freaking good. I also don't know if this is my favorite one or not. I think I'm just kind of caught up in the moment of finishing it and having a really, really fun time watching it. It's also, my top 2 animes are the only ones that I've watched that are actually finished. Well, I guess the only like mainstream ones that I've finished that everybody likes. Oh yeah, she can go in Flock tier as well. Don't like Lust. She can go above Envy though. Actually, Envy had that final scene which made me like her a little bit more. She also kind of had a same with Gluttony and Ed. She kind of had a normal conversation with some of the characters. She kind of had like normal conversations with some of the characters, which also brought her character up for me. Lust just was a bitch the entire time. Almost killed Roy and Havoc, which sucked because I liked both of those characters. And then made Risa cry, which actually made for a pretty good scene. But and then Roy killed her. She didn't do much. She didn't do anything to make me like her character anymore. Make me like her character at all, I should say. Besides being hot, I guess. And yeah, she's just there. She sucks. Ross. Maria Ross. Not wildly irrelevant. I'd put her in great. I'd put her. I wouldn't put her above the Chimera. I think the Chimera did more, and I think the Chimera were better. But yeah, she's there. You know, she did good. She did some stuff at the beginning of in the 20s episodes. Or no, it was the teens episodes. And then she didn't come back until the end of the show. Which, it's fine. She also goes in wildly irrelevant. I think she goes above the dog, though. May. She's pretty cool. She marries Al. I'd say she's amazing. I wouldn't put her above Izumi, though. Quite the character. So at first I was thinking the age gap here is incredibly, incredibly huge. But Al is 14 in the show. In that part of the show, I think they might have it might have been over the course of like a year or two. So maybe he aged 2 years. Maybe he was like 15 or 16. Because I know at the beginning of the show, I think Ed was 15 and Al was 14. If she's like 10 or 11, she's like, she doesn't look 8 years old. She looks like 10 or 11. So if he's 14 at the beginning of the show, she's 10 at the beginning of the show. That's only 4 years difference. And then if he turns 15, she turns 11. That's only a 4-year difference. So it's not that big of a difference. So at first I was like, that's really weird having them getting married, but it's really not a huge. It's not like 10-year difference. Miles, I liked Miles. I thought he was pretty cool. for the while that he was in there. He was like a main side character, I guess you could call him, for a while. Honestly, I liked him more than Buccaneer. I'd put him in Amazing, actually. I'd put him in Amazing. I'd put him at the back of Amazing, but I'd put him there. I liked Miles. I thought it was pretty cool. This poor soul. Wildly irrelevant. He even gets the back of wildly irrelevant. Such a poor soul. The female Armstrong. Olivier? I guess. She can go in Amazing. I think she's a top. No, I like Izumi more. I like Izumi Curtis more. But she's definitely a pretty cool character. I think her cold personality, well, obviously, cold personality when she lives in the freezing cold mountains. I think her cold personality definitely suits her. I never really understood why she hated her brother so much, and I thought it would be like explained later, and then it was never explained later. So that's fun, but whatever. Pretty cool character. This fucking hair right here was bothering me every time she appeared on screen. I just wanted her to put it onto this side, or put it onto this side, more onto this side. But this fucking hair was bothering me the entire show. It was pissing me off. That I know that's stupid, but it was really pissing me off. She's very wildly irrelevant. I'd put her above this thing, but she doesn't do anything besides steal Ed's pocket watch. Granny, I think she's pretty good. I'd put her at top of good. Actually, no, I'd put her in here because I'd put her above the Chimera. Actually, scratch that. I'd put her above Ross. Rebecca, pretty irrelevant. I mean, she's not irrelevant though. I have to put her in good. I'd put her here though. At the end of their little squad of gang. What was her name again? Rose, I think. She was pretty irrelevant, but I'd put her at top of wildly irrelevant. Who is? Oh, this is. Is that really Izumi's husband? Is he not here? No, this is him. Definitely a four. Definitely he's a guy. I'd put him in good. I'd put him top of good. Actually, I'd put him above Scar's brother. Excuse me. Kimberly. Matt is a Kimberly hater. Matt hated that Kimberly's soul kind of like came back from Salim while he was there and effectively distracted him while Ed killed him. So he assisted in the death of Salim, sort of. And Matt thought that was really, really stupid. I don't think it was that bad. I'd put him in good. I think he was a pretty good bad guy. I guess I could say. I'd put him at top of good. A very good bad guy. Just like Greed. He was technically a bad guy for a little while. Same with Barry. Greed and Barry were both technically bad guys for a little while. Sloth is the highest bad guy right now, which is kind of stupid, but I mean, again, Greed was a bad guy for a little while. The Truth, I don't have an opinion on the Truth. Let's just put / no opinion. Opinion. The Truth, I don't have an opinion of the Truth. Winry, definitely a good character. I'd put her. Would I put her in phenomenal? Nah. Let me put Miles above. No. I wouldn't put Miles above. I would put her in amazing. I'd put her in amazing. I wouldn't put her above. No. She could either be end of phenomenal or top of amazing. Your decision. This guy, he was pretty cool. Definitely more relevant than these two, as he was in the Briggs one. I'd put him above Ross. I wouldn't put him above Granny though. Fu. His sacrifice was great. What a guy. I'd put him above all of these people except Lanfan. I wouldn't put him above Lanfan. The sergeant. I don't know his name, but I know he's a sergeant. Um, he is. He's pretty irrelevant. I think Ross is definitely the more relevant one than he is, but I'll give him behind Rebecca for her. That kind of sounded wrong, but I'll give him good. This guy's kind of a buffoon. I put him in bad. I put him at top of bad though. Hughes' wife. She's pretty irrelevant. I'd put her like right I'd put her above all them. I'd put her right honestly I'd put her right there. What's her name? I don't remember her name. She was only relevant for like an episode and then never again. I guess she can get good then. I'd put him above the Elric's mom. This guy? Who is this guy? Okay, he's a brig. I don't remember him, though. Alright, Friar Bradley. Freer, Friar, I don't know. Potato. I'd put him in terrible. I'd put him... Actually, I'd put him... No, I'd put him... I'd put him top of terrible. Friar Bradley never really struck me as a character I'd like. At first, he did. At first, I thought he'd just be a good guy and an OP character that comes in like when everybody else is in trouble and then just like kills a bunch of bad guys. But he wasn't. He was not. And it was revealed very early in the show for some reason that he was a bad guy. And I don't know why it was revealed that early, but I mean, hey, suit yourself. It actually was really interesting that I feel like that's pretty cool that it was revealed super early in the show. Actually, it kind of dealt with some really interesting things that you wouldn't really see in any regular show, and I feel like I feel like that's a reason why I like the show so much. It wasn't just like Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen where you fight, and then you don't fight anymore. This was really an interesting one because it was also on the political side of views, which I think is another reason why I liked Attack on Titan, because Attack on Titan had a military/political side of views, and I feel like that's this is why I liked that's why I like this show too. This is Hugh's daughter, right? She didn't do anything. I wouldn't put her in bad. No. I wouldn't put her in bad. I mean, I'd put her above this poor fool, this poor soul. Havoc, I like. Havoc, I thought was pretty cool. I'd put him top of great, honestly. I really like Havoc. Actually, no, yeah, I'd put him in top of great. Would I put him above Miles? I feel like I might put him above Miles. Why is Miles an amazing? I don't think Miles should be an amazing. I'd put him above Miles. Perchance. No, I'd put Miles above him. Havoc was kind of funny, though. So I'd put him above Miles. Okay. This guy. He's solid. I think I said in the last one that these two are the better ones, in my opinion, because they do more. And I think these two were better. They were also journeying in the lesser squad. They were also journeying with Ed and Greed. And that's it. So yeah, I'd put these two Chimera right there. And then I'd put the other guy there too. Where is he? He is not here. Oh no, is it this guy? Oh, it is this guy. This is the other Chimera. Alright. Dr. Marco. Now he did kill a bunch of people, but he did a lot of things to atone for his mistakes. I guess I should say. For that reason, he's going below Gluttony, above the Chimera. The cow. Probably my favorite of the irrelevant ones. Scar, definitely a pretty cool one. Scar's quite the guy. he's definitely going in phenomenal. He's, oh my god, do I want to put him above? I'd put him above Hohenheim. Should I put him above Ed? That's a really good question. That is a very good question. I want to, but at the same time, I don't want to. Like, I'm really debating this in my head right now. These two are interchangeable. I think these three are interchangeable, depending on how I feel. Like, if I'm feeling a little Ed and Winry romance thing, Ed might, like, he might boost up a couple space. He might boost up a space. He might boost up to top of phenomenal. But if I'm feeling like a Scar, if I'm feeling like a Scar episode, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he goes up there. And then if I'm feeling like an Armstrong, if like a sibling thing, a little sibling fight, Armstrong might go up there, and he's up there right now. I'll save him till last. This guy, I liked him, but he was pretty irrelevant. I would say I think he's the most relevant besides everybody in Wildly Irrelevant. I think he's the most relevant though. This guy, the miner was hilarious. The miner was hilarious. I'd put him above Kimberly. I think he's really funny. Actually, honestly, I'd put him above his brother. Let me move this guy down. I think he goes below Kimberly. Miner's like, he's a guy. I mean, I wouldn't put this guy in great though. I'd put him in good above Gimli. He was hilarious. All right, and now we've got to Salim Bradley, aka Pride. Now let me just say, where do you think, out of all of these amazing categories, am I gonna put this man in? If you guess the very top of the tier list, I'd say you're dead fucking wrong. He's going at the very bottom. He is my least favorite character in the show. Now, you will know this from me. And if you don't know this, well, you're going to know it now. If there is one thing that I hate in this world, well, besides murder, injustice, stuff like that, besides bad things, like, if there's one like most annoying thing that pisses me off more than anything, it is spoiled brats and spoiled kids who think they are the center of the world. And I feel like when I found out Salim was Pride, and the way he acted as Pride struck me as the way a spoiled kid would act. That's literally the name of his thing. He's Pride. He's prideful of himself. He thinks he's the best at everything. That's literally he's literally the physical embodiment of pride. Also, he killed Gluttony in cold blood. Gluttony was real sad when it happened, and Gluttony was crying. And I was like, you little bastard, you little son of a bitch. I wanted to rip this kid in half so much. I hated this kid. This is my least favorite character. I think I could move Lust up, honestly. She wasn't that bad. She didn't do too many things to piss me off. I'd put her top of terrible. Honestly, I'd put her top of bad. Yeah, right there. I hate this kid though. I hate this kid so much. This stupid little happy-go-lucky face. No, I see a murderous little spoiled child who wants to frickin' kill everybody, and he wants to be he's literally the definition of pride. Literally the definition of pride. I hate this kid. I hate this kid so much. I don't want to explain. I don't have to explain it any further because I know why I hate him, and I don't have to explain it any further. Okay, let's see what time we're running on. 24 minutes plus another probably 10. That's 34 minutes. That ain't too bad. Don't know / remember. I don't know these people. Flocked here. Salim, Bradley, Pride, and Envy. Terrible gold-toothed doctor with the weird eyes. The father, Tucker. I think that's his name, Tucker. Or his last name's Tucker. And Bradley, aka Wrath. This guy, the priest, Lust. This other one. No opinion, the truth. Widely irrelevant. This poor soul. Hughes' daughter. This one. The dog. The other thing. The cow. I don't know what this one is. Femboy, I guess I could say. Whatever the heck. The Winry's boss. That's a pretty. Yeah, that's fine. Winry's boss. I think this one's the snake. Rose. Hughes' wife. And the cool Alphonse looking guy. Good. The Elric's mom. Librarian. Mrs. Bradley. Sergeant whatever his name is. Rebecca. The science guy. I think this one's the Rook. As Roy said, I think this one was the Rook. Madam Christmas. That was an easier name to remember. The one doctor. This guy. Perverted old man. Fu. Lanfan. Scar's brother. Kimbley. The miner. Izumi's husband. Ross. One of the Chimeras. Another one of the Chimeras. The bishop, I think this was the one Roy made as the bishop. He also worked for Briggs for a while. Granny, another Chimera, Marco, Gluttony, Buccaneer, Sloth, Miles, Havoc, May, Olivia Armstrong, whatever her name is, Izumi Curtis, Winry, Ed, Risa, Hohenheim, Scar, Ed, Armstrong, all three of these are interchangeable. Roy, Barry, Ling, Greed, and at the top, standing at only 10 episodes, he became my favorite character, and he stayed my favorite character. Motherfucking Maze Hughes. He is the guy. I was devastated when he died. I wanted Roy to kick Envy's ass. I wanted Riza to shoot Envy instead of Roy. Which he didn't shoot Roy, but, you know. I mean, I guess it makes sense, and it made for a cool little, like, you know, ship moment between the two of them. But like, we needed to avenge Maze Hughes, my guy. But yeah, that's quite the thing. One of the best ships ever. Another pretty good ship, I would say. Very good characters. These top 5. Man, we've only had one character ever in Jeff Bridges' level of amazingness, and these 5 made it. These 5 characters in this freaking show. This is how much you know I like this show. This is how much you know I like this show. If you think Barry is my sleeper pick, I know a lot of you are gonna say Barry the Chopper. He did like 2 things, and guess what? Fuck you. I don't care. Barry's awesome. You can go yell at me in the comments. People were getting really upset for the Attack on Titan one. Somebody said I just watched the show for the action, when that is completely the well, I mean, of course I enjoyed the action, but that was like, I mean, that was a good part of it, but I also liked the other parts. Like, a lot of this, there's a lot of stuff I like. I liked everything about Attack on Titan. That's why it's my favorite show. This is another thing I liked everything about. That's why it's also like my favorite show. But yeah, and then there's somebody who called me a child. I think they just said kid. I was like, are you calling me a child? I mean, I am technically a child, but you know, I'm not a child. I'm a teenager. I'm not an adult though. But anyway, yeah, people were getting real pissed off. If you want to get pissed off at my rankings, go ahead. I don't care. I'm gonna, you know, maybe write a comment there explaining. But yeah, go ahead. Thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me your personal ranking, maybe your top 5 characters of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.